We're out here this weekend at Highlands Motorsport Park. Really looking forward to getting out on track. Never seen the place before, but I've heard it's like Tony Quinn's playground. So really looking forward to jumping out, giving it a run. This weekend it looks like we've dialed a car in really well for practice. We're just trying to bank a lap real early in qualifying and just make sure not to get any penalties for track limits really. Good weekend. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say to these shake and go people. They've given me a mint sort of protein shake. Just thinking about the email I'm going to send them after the weekend. There's their little thing over there, little cooler. I hope I can tell them we've won the round. So far we're leading it. Pole, first, fastest lap, led every lap, technically. So it's shaping up to be a really good weekend and hopefully those guys can agree. Nothing like a sponsorship coming out of nowhere. We are going to the Highlands Museum. What's it actually called? Yeah, just Highlands Museum. Tony Quinn's little garage. Heard he's got some toys in there, haven't seen it yet. So many different things around Highlands. I see why it's quite a holiday destination because I see every racetrack as a racetrack, but there's heaps more to it. So Tony Quinn, love the work. Alright, you should expect better from a race driver. My car knowledge is terrible, so I'm going to have to read off this every time before I say something looks real cool. That looks real cool. The parent center, I knew that one before I read it. H pattern, didn't know they were H patterns, even in 1991. Yeah, let's just have a look at the suspension geometry. That's almost identical to a Formula Ford. Alright, so today been a very good day in the office. Real happy with all the progress that we've made on Thursday and Friday. Rolled out into qualifying. Had a pretty good plan. We knew that we'd have to get a lap in real early because Highlands, really difficult track. We've got 18 Formula Fords pushing really hard and there'd be a red flag at some point. So we banked our lap really early. I think our second push lap was a 43.0. That ended up being the pole time. A little bit gutted. We were on a real good lap. I think we were 4 tenths up as the session went red, but you only need to be on pole by 1,000th and we were on it by 1/4 of a second. So very happy with the performance we put in qualifying. Set us up really good for race 1. Led the field to the dummy grid, to the grid. Didn't quite get the best start in the world. Don't know how the other two boys did it, but props. It was a real hard battle that first lap. I just read them down into this bottom corner here. So there was a little bit of contact and I just saw that happening just from car positioning and things. I looked at it and like, right, this is the best chance to get a cutback, make it into the lead. I got 2 cars in one corner and we're off into the lead. We ended up finishing with 2.5 second lead and then 9 seconds to third. So as good as a 2.5 second lead is, Link, you're pushing us real hard. So look forward to tomorrow. Yeah, there's some cool shit in here. Look at that. I like watching super trucks, to be honest. There's stuff in here that I had no idea about. Like I knew about that F1 car, I've seen it happen Downs before, but this, you know, I didn't even know Tony Quinn was super interested in drag racing, but that looks real good, keeping 10,000 horsepower under control. Holy. We head over there? I'm only just looking in there now. Are they simulators or what? I'll race you. Liam Lawson will follow his path pretty closely, I hope. He did Formula Ford, ran with my engineer as well. He's backed by Roden, that's who we want to be backed by at the end of the season. I have not got a clue what this is. Choose a driver. Can I pick myself? Maybe one day. Holy, they don't make it midget height. Oh, yes they do. There's nothing in there. Yeah, this is mint. I don't know if it's turned off. I don't think it's on. My dad sells a whole lot of parts to some of the truck races, all sorts of things. I see why they need heaps of parts because there's a lot going on in here. Air filter probably the size of my entire engine, so that's real good. Hopefully makes more horsepower than a Formula Ford. Wouldn't happen to guess what it is, maybe 3,000? Nah, I wouldn't have a clue. All right, let's see if I'm a real racing driver. I heard they're usually pretty good.
Get ready.
I'm ready, mate.
Go.
Oh. This is coming off. We're going better next time. I swear. What?
Time out.
35. Okay. Now hats off. We're not even. No, we're more than halfway though.
Get
Now let's go.
go.
After race 1, I was contacted by Andrew Waite from Track Pro. Really happy to have been able to use Track Pro to get to grips with the track really fast this weekend. I think we just got to the pace one session earlier than everyone else, and that allowed us a really strong base to build from. Last race was good. It's always awesome to extend your championship points lead. We were on the inside row, so that's the dirty side of the track because the exit off the last corner sort of cleans up all the marbles. So we didn't quite have the jump the other two did off the line. We fell back to third, then did a crisscross, made it back into the lead. Yeah, so made a move I'm really proud of, to be honest. Overall, really happy today. Awesome to be at Highlands, really cool track. Next Gen Championship, definitely providing some good opportunities, and overall, awesome event to be at. Yeah, no, I have nothing more to add. Fast race car, win races. So my overall experience at Highlands, absolutely loved it between the Next Gen event and the racetrack. It's just so much fun, really high commitment, you're bouncing off curbs everywhere. I mean, we're even in the air at about 160 kilometers an hour going over the bridge. Couldn't have got too much better of a result. We were almost on for a clean sweep, but the last race, you know, I could have done a little bit better here and there. Of course, the trophy's got #1 on it though, so very happy with how the round went overall, and we're leading the championship, so big grins.